Okay, so I'm at the shop today. That denotes frustration. I took the back section of the headliner off because I'm trying to figure out how to lay out this roof. You might see this in some videos. This is nothing dangerous. This is just an old BB gun. It's an old Daisy. It's probably from like the 1930s. It's a pump action. It's kind of rare. And I took it apart, kind of put it back together, and it works great. It's kind of fun. But yeah, so I'm trying to lay out this ceiling, and some of you seen the Instagram posts of the material, and I've made a determination that this center, this was one board that I resawed in half to give me a book matched panel, and this is going to be the center panel on the ceiling. That's the plan. That's the plan, Stan. Let's see what the width on this is. I think it's over 15 inches. You bastard. All right. Okay, it's going to be one of those days. Maybe I got to throw another bench around. Oh. Can you believe this? Yeah, okay. There we go. So it's 15, what are we looking at? Yeah, just under 15 1/4 inches. Wow. Definitely one of those days. So here is the other material. Now, what I had 3 boards that I resawed in half. This is a separate board. The issue is with some of these, there's some pretty bad voids. So these two are book matched, but this one here, I lost a knot here, lost a knot there. There's a crack here that I glued. And then the next board, which again, 2 pieces, has this center in it that's not great. I don't mind it too much on this side, but when you look at the other side, well, this side is actually pretty good. This board here is pretty bad with it. And obviously this side's worse. So that would go up. This side would go down to be the side you see, but I'm not sure I like this idea. So what I'm hoping is that I do this centerpiece and then I glue up 2 panels for each other side of this, and they likely won't be book matched like this center because I just won't be able to yield it. And this is pretty common when I build things. A lot of times I just have to let the material dictate what the end result is. I go into it with a plan of what I want to do, but sometimes the material will hinder me to a certain extent. I think I've got a sketch over here. Once again, not prepared for the video. That's what I do. Here we go. So this is kind of how it's going to work. These are the cedar panels, and there's going to be these strips, and it's like a flat T shape upside down there. That screws directly to the metal skeleton of the inside of the van, and then the idea is that the panel slides up into it. All right, so one of those is going to screw right here, another one will screw right there. I'll put the one up, I'll put the panel in, I'll get the next one next to it, and that one will get screwed up. And then I slide the next panel in, next piece goes up. You know, you'll figure it out. It's going to be pretty trick. Those T rails are going to be made out of poplar, which is right here. I think I'm only going to need 4 of them. They're about 1 inch wide, about 3/4 inch thick right now. And I think what will happen is I'll mill those up, and then they'll probably get painted black. So it'll be black strips with the cedar. I think it'll look pretty sharp. The plan is to not treat the cedar, so it stinks real good. Keeps the bugs out, right? I hope I can deal with that because it's a pretty powerful scent. It will fade over time. And as pink as this stuff looks right now, this is what it looked like when it came to me. So it will tone to this tan color. All right, that's the inside of it. That's that pink right there. So I've got some hunks of this left over that I'll do other framing with. This is, I believe the cedar comes out of Tennessee. And it's a little denser and a little bit more little bit more hard than the Cedar that we have back home in New Jersey. So I think this is suitable for some sort of framing with some interior components. We'll see how that goes. I have to apologize. I did a video yesterday where I said, oh, it's a great way to clean your fuel injectors. And it was a pretty cool system I came up with. And I was spraying into the breather that goes into the air intake. And somebody made a comment. They're like, that can't do your fuel injectors. I was like, oh my God, they're right. They're right. That was bad. It was a bad video. It was bad advice in a way. Can't clean your fuel injectors. You have to go in line with your gas line. And so I've been racking my brain on that. But what that probably did, because it definitely made the van run smoother, is when it goes on the intake, maybe it cleaned the intake valves a little bit from some carbon. That's probably what it did. And but there's an inline Schrader valve on your gas line. You have to pull the doghouse to get to it. And I'm thinking maybe there's a way to do a Schrader valve on that. I don't know how I'm going to be able to seal this, but maybe there's a way to do that with cleaner while you're running the truck. There's a contraption you could buy. I keep talking about it in the videos with this canister that you hang and you run to there and you pull your fuel pump and everything else. And that costs money, and the reviews make it a little bit, it's got me a little scared. I don't know if I want to buy the thing because it seems like it needs a bunch of work and you need the compressor and everything else. And I'm just thinking, why can't I figure out a way to spray a cleaner from an aerosol can right into that line as I'm running the truck and giving it some gas? That'll be a good mix. It'll be like a 50-50 mix, kind of, with the gasoline and the cleaner right through the fuel injectors. I'm not having any major issues. I'm just trying to figure out trick ways to do stuff that's a little bit different. For you, and for me, because then it hopefully benefits me with the van. So that's just an update. I had the video up. I was all excited about it, and then I felt like a moron, so I took it down. Because I don't mind being dumb. Every once in a while, I'm not right about everything, but I don't need to have it be dumb in perpetuity. You know what I mean? Dumb doesn't need to stay there forever. You could take your dumb down. Everybody else knows. The people who saw it, the 150 or 70 people, so they know I'm dumb now. Some of you went along with it and think it's a good idea. I actually think it's not going to hurt anything. It's probably not a bad idea to do that, just to kind of clean out your intake there. Hasn't hurt the van. Like I said, I think it's running better. It definitely feels smoother to me. But it's not what I intended it to be, so I apologize for that. And, yeah, I was wrong. I was wrong. Because I'm not right about everything, like some people seem to think that they are. But anyhow, have a great day. Be good to one another. Stay tuned. This is not going to just happen tomorrow. So I'll see you next time. Bye.